And I am also telling Ssekikubo from here, please don't kill wananchi by allowing them that they can remove guns and they go free.
Demand for justice. We are here to demand for justice for the deceased Sembambule Fred, who was gunned down by the UPDF in Rwemiyaga, and the puller of the trigger is none other than Lieutenant Ziwa. He came and attacked us without any provocation. He was aboard a military lorry, H4DF 3329, a lorry. He came and attacked us. In the process, Sembambule Fred was shot dead. I happened to come around with his parents. This is the mother of Sembambule. Fred is here seated. This is the father, Mr. and Mrs. Cheyune. He's the father. We have the widows with the orphan. Martin Sembambule, the young boy, is here, the wife or the mother. Then the mother, pregnant, but he also has relatives. So this is how we have come. But also in this meeting, it wasn't Sembambule who was shot dead. Another bullet hit Moses Kibingana. As you can see from here, the stitches ran across his head. This was a bullet. And myself, the bullet whizzed on my finger. And this is the finger. I was touching him. I was pushing Sembambule away. Because he told me, Honorable, abasajja bagenda kukutta. Honorable, abasajja bazze kukutta. So I was pushing him away from me. He was here in my chest. I pushed him. I did not realize at that point that I had been shot. But the bullet, the killer bullet, went through his chest and he died instantly. And I've come along with this shirt. This is the shirt I was putting on. The blood spilled on my shirt. Because this was the very shirt I was putting on. This is it. But the rest of the people you are seeing are the residents of Rwemiyaga. We are here to demand justice for the deceased Sembambule Fred. Lieutenant Ziwa, as late as yesterday, was still around Rwemiyaga. General Rwashande left Rwemiyaga and came to Kampala. He was in these offices. We are interested in one thing or two. The president recently signed the amended UPDF Act, wherein the military tribunals were emphasized that for those who pull the trigger, including those who participate, those who aid, those who are part of the killers, should also face the courts of law. We are demanding for the same. We know Lieutenant Ziwa, who came aboard a military vehicle, has no quarrel with any of us, does not live in Rwemiyaga, he's not standing as a candidate, he's not having even a chicken in Rwemiyaga. But how it came about, the LC1 chairperson contacted him and he ordered the army to come. Otherwise, we had had a very peaceful rally. We had a rally in Bugorogoro, we had a rally in Chirega. When they came, he came directly to me. And I was surrounded by the young men and people. They said, Omutwalawa. omutwala wate omujjaawo. The deceased Sembus was one of them. And indeed, the loss of that life has caused a stigma to my entire life. I've not been the same seeing somebody being shot in your chest, being shot in the chest and in your chest. I've not been the same. My life has not been the same. Eulogies and tributes would have been paid here. I would be gone now. Chirega village, LC1 where is the most last village as you cross into Kiruhura and Chinoni sub-county of the president. So is the president aware that his soldiers are shooting people, are shooting NRM supporters, NRM members in cold blood? Is the president aware? Because we are neighbors. This is the last village before you cross into Chinoni. Is the president aware that the guns he gave to protect Ugandans are the very guns being used by politicians to kill people? What message do we have as NRM when in the quest of searching for power we are killing people? Is the president aware of all this? Be it as it may, we are here to demand that the killers of Sembus must be brought to book. I want to remind the president and Ugandans that recently, a few years back, the soldiers killed a one Tumukunde. Tumukunde is the son to the LCC chairperson Gusuru, called Mr. Karakuri. They found him in a bar. They killed him in cold blood. The president ordered for the court martial, which sat in Sembambule. For 3 days, the trial took place for 3 days. And people were satisfied. In the same way, we demanded that the killers of Sembus Fred be court-martialed immediately. Number two, again, the same family of Tumukunde was compensated with 500 million. Well, it may not be the 500 million, but looking at the plight of the family, looking at the young orphan, we demand that this family, whose breadwinner was shot dead in cold blood, they deserve compensation. We can't just look on, because we must have one single standard. The standard that applies to Gushuru should apply to Remiyaga. We are here, the killers are still present in Remiyaga. I talked to General Mugerwa, the commandant of the 1st Division here in Kachiri. Can you imagine? The army that killed Sembusi, the army that is stationed in Remiyaga, does not come from Kabamba, because we are neighbors to Kabamba military barracks. They do not come from Kasijagirwa mechanized division, because Kasijagirwa usually is the one that takes over Remiyaga. But they came from Kachiri. And when 2 barracks were put in Remiyaga, one at Intusi and the other one at Kasunga Remiyaga, the army are there, commanded by Rwashande. Lieutenant Ziwa picks orders from Rwashande and General Katirima. Those are the generals in Remiyaga, both of them. General Rwashande ne General Katirima beba dumira amaje agawerezebwe Remiyaga. And the other day I called General Mugerwa. I said, what is happening? General Mugerwa answered, the army is Uganda People's Defense Forces. Rwashande and Katirima are retired officers. They have no business with the army. And I told him that the army are arresting people, are robbing people. They are putting people and arresting them and putting them and arresting them and take them in car boots. They open a car boot, they throw there the people they've arrested. In a very brutal manner, reminiscent of the Amin's regime. Reminiscent of Amin's arresting methods of his of his army. This is where we are now. They rob people of their money, break people's doors, take telephones, they steal them, and these cases have been reported to police. Now, this is the 5th day, because the murder of Sembus happened on Thursday. We now know Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It is now coming to a week. The director of operations in the Uganda police, Frank, has been promising that he's coordinating. He's coordinating the operations. But Lieutenant Ziwa, General Rwashande, and those people who went and directed the army where we were are still present in Rwemiyaga. Rwashande came here to Kampala yesterday, but those others are in Rwemiyaga. We have seen nothing happening. So the people rose up to come to Kampala. They came here to put their case. We want justice. We want fairness. We are equal before the law.
Tell you that these soldiers are under 1st Division. They are not my soldiers first. I don't have orders to deploy them. I only requested them to rush and go and rescue the people who are being beaten by Ssekikubo people. But when they saw the soldiers, instead they left the people and they went to attack the soldiers. That's where the problem came from. If you see the videos I'm going to give you, all of you, there is nobody who cannot see that this is wrong. You cannot, a soldier with his gun is his last resort. Young is his last resort. You cannot remove his gun and he leaves you like that. So it's not true that I'm the one making violence. It is Ssekikubo. The violence of Ssekikubo started about 20 years ago when he started grabbing land. There are so many people who are still delivering their children in the bush, in the churches, in refugee. So this is the problem. This is why we are coming in to solve a problem which has been in Rwemiyaga. So let us not confuse the two, but we should get to know that the person who is confusing the whole country is none other than the Honorable Ssekikubo, who does not have votes on the ground or supporters, but he's only confusing people. He wants to bring confusion in order not to allow elections to take place. The family of the late, I sent my condolences the other day. It is a pity that the Mwananchi died, but I'm also telling both Wananchi, I'm also telling the people that please don't rush to remove guns from the soldiers. It's very dangerous for their lives. And I am also telling Ssekikubo from here, please don't kill Wananchi by allowing them that they can remove guns and they go free. It is not true. So in fact, it is actually Ssekikubo who killed this man, because he's the one who is confusing the population, that they can remove the guns and go away, because the soldiers are under them. Yes, they are under them, but it's not correct to try to disarm a soldier. Let the Wananchi not try to disarm soldiers so that we can remain in harmony. Soldiers are there to give us peace. Let us stay in harmony. Let them sleep. Soldiers are outside guarding them, and then they wake up and do their work in a peaceful manner. I thank you.